Hello, hello. All right, today I want you to think about how your day usually goes. You come home tired from work, kids come in from school, maybe groceries are in your arms, phone in your hand, and bags on your shoulder. And the first thing you see are the shoes that are everywhere, the backpacks on the floor, mail stacked up, jackets thrown somewhere, no place to set anything down. Before you even reach the kitchen, you're already starting to get stressed out. But what if walking into your door felt calm instead? Like if you actually had a housekeeper that kept your house perfect 24 hours a day. No, but what if? What if your home greeted you instead of overwhelming you? Well, today we're talking about how to declutter and organize your entryway so coming home feels like a relief, not chaos. Well, if this is your first time here, this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing, where we help busy families and professionals create homes that support real life. And today we're starting right where stress often begins, at the front door. Now, the entryway is one of the smallest spaces in the home, but it carries the biggest load. Everything enters here: shoes, bags, mail, work items, kids' gear, packages, sports equipment, jackets, purses, keys. And then there's no system. Everything lands on the floor or the couch or the kitchen table. Now, clutter at the door affects your mood. I mean, have you ever been out of town and then come back and your house is a disaster? Or you've been working all day, your house was clean, but then you came home and it was a disaster? If leaving home is stressful, your whole day feels rushed. Now, let's start with what should live in the entryway. Common entryway clutter are shoes no one wears, outgrown jackets, random storage bins, old mail, broken umbrellas, bags no one uses, seasonal items left year round. It just becomes part of the entryway. Entryways are not storage rooms. They should hold only what is used regularly. Now, let's keep the current season in mind. Keeping only the current season's jackets or sweaters, depending on the season, or maybe no jackets or sweaters. Frequently used shoes, the daily bags, keys, and activewear. Everything else goes somewhere. Everything else goes somewhere else. Rotate seasonally. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to start with one area at a time and work your way around the entryway. Then what you're going to do is you're going to sort. What is a keep item? What is a relocate item, donate item, and what is trash? Be honest about what's actually used. Now, you're going to define some zones in this entry area. Every entry needs zones. A place for shoes, if that's what you do at the front door or the entryway. Do you need a shoe zone? Limit shoes per person so that they're not piled up. Daily pairs only. Maybe slippers and tennis shoes, or flip-flops and tennis shoes. Bag zone, hooks or baskets for backpacks and purses. A key zone, one designated place. Now you're also going to need a place to put the mail. Now, if you put it down in the entryway, then it needs a place in the entryway. If not, wherever you have made a habit of putting it down, that's where it needs to be. A small tray or a sorter can be used for that mail. Now, everything has to have a home. If items don't have a home, they land on the floor or any random flat surface. Where should this live? Does it belong here? If not, move it. Now, we always want to keep our systems simple because complicated systems always fail. Kids need easy access and grown-ups need quick routines. Real simple wins. Now, take 2 minutes each evening. That's only 2 minutes. Shoes lined up, bags hung up, mail sorted, all your flat surfaces are clear. Small daily resets prevent weekend disasters. And you can also use a laundry basket to pick up all the things on the flat surfaces that go in another room. Now, here are some common mistakes people make. Number one is too many shoes in the entryway, storage without limits. We have to have a boundary. No assigned spots to the items. People are just putting them in random areas. Holding on to unused items, items that you think you might use someday, and you're just holding on to them. And they're just right there in the entryway. Now, peace in the home really does matter. When your environment is chaotic, patience gets thinner, conversations get shorter. And when we say shorter, we're not talking about length, we're talking about tension. Stress starts to rise without you even realizing it, just drifts into stress. A peaceful home helps families connect better. And sometimes stewardship looks like caring for the space God has already given you. Not perfection, just order that supports peace. You don't want to come home and instantly be angry at your family members because everything's a mess when you get home and you've already had a stressful day. That's when the stress rises, is when you've already had a stressful day and then you come home and you see visible clutter, stress. Many clients say we clean, but it never stays clean. Usually the issue isn't the cleaning, it's lack of systems. Once systems are in place, maintenance becomes easier. What if the space is small? Do you need a bigger space or less stuff? Small spaces need tighter limits. Wall hooks, shoe baskets, small benches. Use vertical space. Now, if you have kids, you have to teach routines. Now, on the front end, that's going to be stressful. But once you've reinforced those routines, shoes off, bags hung, papers placed correctly, kids follow systems when systems are simple. A little pocket for their papers that need to be signed, or put them on a clipboard on a hook. Now, your entryway affects the mornings as well. When items are ready, keys are found, and bags are ready, shoes are located. I mean, how many times have you fussed at your kids because they don't have their shoes on or they can't find their shoes? Now, once a week, Remove the extras, toss the junk mail, return misplaced items. That could be on a Sunday while watching TV. 10 minutes prevents overwhelm. Now, start small. You don't have to do the whole thing at once. Clear one basket, limit the shoes, and add some hooks. One improvement changes the feel of coming home. Start with the smallest, but the most stressful item that's the smallest and easiest to take care of. If this video helped you, please like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who is feeling overwhelmed at home. Comment below, what's the biggest struggle that you have in your entryway? If you'd like help organizing spaces in your home or creating systems that last, reach out to me. We'd love to help. I do in person locally, and I do virtual over Zoom or whatever virtual area that you're familiar with, and we help you with your home. Remember, organization isn't about perfection. It's about creating a home that supports your life, your family, and your peace. And sometimes peace really does start at the door. All right, guys. Aesthetics are great if everything was in cute little bins and baskets, but really it has to be easy to put away as it is to leave out. And I want to give you one little area. It's sort of my entryway, but not really my entryway, because my entryway leads through the living room and into the kitchen. But I want to leave you with this. I have a trash can in the hallway right outside the kitchen, but I bought a Dollar Tree trash can to put next to it, which isn't that aesthetically pleasing, but I tell you what it has done for me. I put the new trash bags in there because my husband doesn't want them at the bottom underneath the trash. So I have them separate in a little trash can, and that way the new liner gets put in the trash can. He doesn't have to walk all the way into under the sink into the kitchen to get a new trash bags. It's right next to the trash can. So is it super, super cute? Maybe one day I'll buy a cute little basket that has a lid that the plastic bag can just peek out so it can just be pulled out. Maybe that will be something I will get at some point, but this is what's working for me right now. All right, guys, I will see you on the next video next week. Thanks for watching.